Hello. Hi, everyone. How are we doing today? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hi, Allie. Hi, Chris. How's everyone doing? What is today even? My week is like blurring together. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hi in Germany. Hi, Chloe. All right. How's everyone doing today? It's rainy and gross here in New Jersey today, so I hope someone out there is having way better weather than we are here. Yeah, I'm rolling with it too. I'm about to roll with it and go on a walk with the dog in the rain, if it lets up any. All right, how's everyone doing? Mrs. Goulet Pens. Hi, Rachel. All right. Yeah, I can't stop touching my head. This has been like this for like a month and I'm still obsessed with the short hair. I just cut it, so it's extra fun to rub on. All right, so I'm just going to jump in and get started. For those of you that are joining that may not know who I am, my name is Kara and I blog over at bohoberry.com. And I blog a lot about bullet journaling, which is a type of DIY planner, a way to organize your life. But I also blog a lot about goals, goal setting, personal development, and things like that. And this month I actually issued a challenge on my blog, which is the hashtag BB Action Challenge. And my challenge to everyone was to just pick 3 goals this month that you've kind of been procrastinating on and kind of lay out a couple of little baby steps that you can take towards those goals. So I just wanted to check in with everyone this week. One of my personal goals was to hop on Periscope more often, so I'm committed to doing this weekly. So this is me like officially accepting my own challenge. I'm gonna actually go sideways here. Let's see if this works. All right, everyone see me just fine. Yay! All right, so that way my phone is not shaking like crazy because I get so nervous and my phone is like constantly shaking. So anyway, some of my progress so far has really been in the Periscope aspect and then also the being more active. Being more active was another one of my big ones. And the way I've done that is taking my dog out for a walk every day. That was my tiny little action step for that one. My third goal that I decided to tackle was to complete another Whole30 challenge. And Whole30 is a diet that I tackled earlier on last year. And my baby step towards that is to clear out my pantry and my fridge of all of the food that I'm not allowed to eat on that diet. So that's something I'm going to be tackling when I get back home next week. So I reached out on Instagram yesterday and I told everybody I was going to be coming on and I asked everybody if you had any questions along the way. What challenges are you facing with the action challenge itself? And I have a couple that I wrote down that I wanted to kind of read and answer publicly here for everybody because I feel that they're challenges that everyone goes through on a pretty regular basis, especially when it comes to goal setting. The first one was from Allie at Allie in Writing, and she said, I've been in a bit of an emotional rough spot lately. How do you find that dips in your mood/energy affect your motivation for goals and goal setting? Any tips for getting back on track during those harder times? And gosh, this one resonated with me so much, Allie, because I feel that so many days, especially days like today where it's rainy and gross outside. I'm not really motivated to do much. My biggest thing when that happens is get ready. Get in the shower, put your makeup on, put your clothes on, get dressed as if you had something really important to go do. And that always motivates me to kind of, like, at least for me, like I work from home all the time. So I have days where I don't change out of my pajamas. But if I get dressed and get spruced up, then I am so much more motivated. The other thing is keeping track. And I really like to track my progress towards my goals. So anytime that I can create a tracker of sorts, either in my bullet journal or some list on a wall where I can check off things that I've done, that keeps me motivated and keeps me going for sure. So I hope that answers your question, Allie. My second one is from Beth, and she asked, what about fear or lack of self-confidence or both? Let's talk about fear for a second, because I can tell you that about 15 minutes before I started this Periscope, I was sweating, shaking, so nervous, so scared. And my biggest tip there is you just got to go for it. Just do it anyway. You're not going to die. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. And you're going to make it through it. And when you're done, you're going to be so proud of yourself. So proud. And then my third one is from, I love this username, it's from A Quack's Musings on Instagram, said, I'm having trouble. I haven't made much progress towards even my simple action steps. I'm scared and overwhelmed, even by the very simple steps. My life is busier than I'm used to right now, but I know I'd avoid the steps even if things were normal. I'm just not a doer, I guess. I hide my plans and rarely take action. How does one deal with this? And that's something that I feel like a lot of people go through. And I think we're all procrastinators in that way. And for me, like if I don't have my goals front and center, if I'm not reviewing them constantly, I'm just so likely to just ignore them and do whatever that instant gratification monkey in my head wants me to do instead. And I find myself doing that. And when I find myself doing that, I always go back to either my bullet journal or my lists, and I look and I do a review and I see what should I be doing right now. And I try to make sure that I at least take a few tiny little steps towards what I should be doing, and then I can give in to that instant gratification monkey. So I hope that kind of answered your questions a little bit as well. And I kind of wanted to open up to you guys for a little bit, and I want to see what kind of things are you struggling with the action challenge itself? Are there any little baby steps towards your goals that you're having issues with, that you're not really getting as much done as you would like to? Everybody's loving the instant gratification monkey. That's awesome. All right, I'm gonna ixnay this stand here because I can't read your comments. Okay. Meditation. Yes, the TED Talk. That's actually where I got that from. There's a guy, I forget his name entirely, but he did a whole TED Talk on going inside the mind of procrastinators. And that has just resonated with me. And I always call that, you know, that little nagging voice in your head that just wants you to do the fun thing right now and not worry about the rest. That's your instant gratification monkey. Trying to find time to review regularly. That's huge. And that's one thing that I purposely work that into my day every single day. I purposely make sure that I take the time. It's in my morning routine. It's in my nightly routine. I take that time and I dive in and I look over my task list, what I need to get done. I try to keep my goals front and center so that I always know what needs to be done next. Yes, Simon Sinek, he's awesome. Tim Urban, thank you. That was his name. Love that TED Talk. If you haven't seen it, it's awesome. Just look up, oh my goodness, what was it called? I think it's Inside the Brain of Procrastinators. Yeah. Breaking a big task into small chunks is huge. And that's part of what this action challenge is all about this month, y'all. It's about, you know, those goals are big and scary, but if you break it down and you figure out what is the absolute next thing that I can do towards this goal, it could be the simplest thing. Like if your goal is to organize your house, yeah, getting things done is huge, Brian. I'm preaching from him right now. But if your big goal is to organize your house better, maybe your next action step would be to just sit down and write a list or sit down and brainstorm ideas for how you could organize your house better. It doesn't need to be this big, huge, scary task. It's just the tiniest little thing. All right, so anyone else have any questions or anything you're struggling with going through your goals? Yeah, GTD is awesome. Speaking of GTD, I have been working so hard behind the scenes trying to kind of combine GTD with my bullet journal and find a really seamless way to kind of implement that into the way that I already plan. And I kind of promised everyone that I would have that ready this Friday. But there's kind of some big things happening this weekend. And it's going to get pushed back to next week. A lot of you know that I am heading to Atlanta this weekend for the pen show, and the Goulets are actually going to be there. Yeah, I don't have much going on right now. Thanks, Brian. It's kind of your fault. But yeah, so I'm going to be there for the pen show this weekend, and it's kind of funny because I decided a few weeks ago, I was like, what the hey, I love fountain pens. The Goulets are going to be there. I have family near Atlanta. I'm just going to go. And then yesterday, kind of serendipitously, I got an email from Brian saying that the Atlanta Planner Con is happening in Atlanta the same exact weekend. So the Planner Con is there in Atlanta on Saturday, and Brian did some little hooking up for me, Brian Goulet from Goulet Pens, and I'm actually going to be teaching and leading a bullet journal workshop on Saturday in Atlanta. So if anyone's going to be there, stop by and say hi. I'm super stoked. But as you can imagine, I have so much to prepare because I have such short notice. So I've kind of put everything else on the back burner. So I'm going to be a little absent from the blog and YouTube on Friday, but I'll be back next week, and I'm going to come back with awesome content for everyone too. I'm so excited. So excited. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had for today. I definitely, if anyone's working through the Boho Berry Action Challenge, I'd love to see your posts. Definitely, you can hashtag, it's hashtag BB Action Challenge, and hashtag that on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you are, wherever you like to be. Hashtag, let me know how you're doing towards your goals. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to be joining in the conversations with you and kind of cheering you on for sure. Yeah, combining GTD and bullet journal, that's going to be a huge task. I'm pretty close to having the system I want perfected, so I'm excited to share that with you all. I'm just not going to have time to do all the filming and editing and stuff like that I'm going to need to do by this Friday, so it's going to be next week. The Planner Con, they're doing a bunch of little regional planner cons around the country, and it's all leading up to this big, huge planner con. I believe it's in San Diego in 2017. So there's this one here in Atlanta this weekend. There's going to be another one the last weekend in June in Philadelphia. That's the East Coast Planner Con. I'm actually going to be doing a workshop there as well. I'm not sure about all the other regions, but I'm sure if you did a little Googling, you could figure it out. But yeah, okay, San Francisco. But yeah, so everything's leading up to this big, massive national Planner Con in 2017 next year. So it's pretty exciting. Brian, I saw you mentioned YNAB. You need a budget. I use that for all of my budgeting. I freaking love it. Love it. If anyone's looking for awesome budgeting software, it's amazing. Amazing. What are my thoughts on bullet journaling in a file of facts? I love it. I love it. I think you should bullet journal in whatever you have and whatever works for you. If you already have a notebook or a binder or a system that you love, incorporating some of those bullet journaling aspects into what you already do is going to be one of your best ways to kind of transition and be a little more organized, which is all good. Does it cost for the workshop at the convention? I believe, and anyone can correct me if they know that I'm wrong, but you can go to atlplannercon.com. They were sold out, but they had kind of this little sneak peeky announcement on Instagram this morning saying that they might have some extra tickets available. So I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, general admission is sold out. But anyway, that's all I got for everyone today. I'm super excited. I'm happy that everyone's working towards their goals. definitely, absolutely keep me posted with that hashtag BB Action Challenge. Oh, Allie, that's a good one. How do I deal when I'm forced to rearrange plans? I'm horrible about that because I hate change. Like if something changes, I get so stressed out, and it's kind of like this. Having to prepare for all this weekend, I'm a little stressed about it. But honestly, you just kind of have to go with the flow, and as hard as it sounds, just do the best you can with what you have. And I think that's the biggest lesson you can learn is you can't change what you can't change. You just have to go with it and do the best with what's presented to you. I know it's probably, yeah, so zen. That's probably not the advice you want to hear, but unfortunately that's kind of how life works. All right, everyone, I'm going to get out of here. I really appreciate you all taking the time to hang out with me today. I'm definitely getting the hang of this Periscope thing a little bit more. I'm not quite as nervous, so I'm looking forward to meeting with you all every week here as well. Bye, Brian. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, Allie. Yeah, you can catch replays. Thank you for posting that, Candace. You can catch all of my replays at catch.me/Boho Berry. That's katch.me/Boho Berry. So check those out. Thanks, everyone. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and let's take some action this week. Bye.